Hopefully this works. Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nick, the Get This Nick channel. Guys, I know I've been a little sporadic lately. I've been throwing up a lot of my comedy shorts, just my funny comedy videos I've been posting a lot on this channel. But I also do like to post content every once in a while of my 2014 Gen 1 Ford Raptor. So the last video I did with the Gen 1 Ford Raptor was I did a 5K mile review where I talked about how it's been holding up for me and everything was going good, except I finally think I've come across the first issue, you could say, with the truck. So I've had it, we're currently in about June 2023. I've had it since about October of 2022. So I've had it for some time now. I put a little bit over 5,000 miles on the truck, and I've recently come across an issue, two issues actually, that I'm going to talk about with you guys. And I'm going to try something out on this video here just so that if you guys are experiencing the same problem, and if it works for me, maybe it'll work for you as well. But helicopter, airplane, helicopter, yeah. But anyways, let's walk into the garage here, check out the truck, and I will go a little bit more in depth of what's going on with it, and we'll see if we can figure this out together. So there we have it, my 2014 Ford Raptor with the 6.2 liter. You see, like I know you guys have seen in previous videos, she does barely fit in the garage. But I'm gonna leave this door shut just so I could you guys could hear me a bit better here. But so this is what's going on with the truck. So I haven't had any issues with the truck. Like I've said, it's been nothing but good to me. No check engine lights of any sorts. No problems at all with anything. But recently I've noticed two things have been going on. Now the first thing is when I tried to use the remote start on the truck, you know, you hit the lock button, you double tap it, and the tail lights kind of flash, which is normal, and then usually the truck will fire up. I'm going to play a clip for you guys that I took the other day of basically what was going on when I would try to use the remote start on this truck every single time it started doing this. So as you saw from the video, it's like it does everything it's supposed to do. You hear it, it beeps, the tail lights do their little flashing thing, and then you hear a sound like it's trying to like click on, but it wasn't going on at all. So my remote start on the truck was virtually useless. It just was not working. And another thing I noticed was when I was starting the truck, I would go to turn the key, and it's almost like it would bog at first, and then it would turn on. Now, I had no check engine lights. When I was driving the truck, there was no lack of power or any bogging or anything like that. Even under harder acceleration, there was no issues with it. So I was like, what's going on here? Like I said, the truck's at about 95,000 miles, a little over. I know they're due for spark plugs around the 100,000 mile mark, and you know, maybe sometimes they go out earlier. But it was just weird to me because everything's good with the battery. It's not like there's a grinding or clicking or anything like that when I go to start the truck, so I didn't think it was like the starter or anything like that. So me being me, I went to Facebook and different groups that I'm in on there for specific Gen 1 Ford Raptor Facebook groups, which if you guys are looking for a Gen 1 Ford Raptor to buy, I highly recommend joining some of those pages on Facebook. It's where I found this truck. It's where a lot of people will consistently list their trucks, and you kind of avoid going through that dealership and going through private party, which sometimes you can get an even better price. And also a lot of the guys that are in those groups are super meticulous with their trucks. They take care of them very well, and there's just a bunch of knowledge on there about these vehicles. So that's a tip as well. But anyways, I went to the group, and I'll throw a screenshot up here of it was called like a hood latch or hood button or whatever it was that these guys were saying. I basically threw a post up explaining my two issues, those two issues with the starter and then that bogging when I go to start the truck. And within, I want to say 10 minutes, there was 2 or 3 people from the group that all said the same thing. which was this hood latch piece, and they said go check that, fix that, bend it up a little bit, and then go ahead and try to fix the problem. See, you know, see if it works. So we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna pop the hood of this thing, and we're gonna try to see if me bending this little piece is what's giving me such a headache with the remote start and with the truck kind of bogging a little bit. All right, so I actually popped the garage open a little bit just to get a little bit of light coming in here for you guys. I don't want to open up all the way because the hood. But this basically right here is the piece that they're talking about. Now it's like a little, it's like a, there's like almost, it feels like there's like a button under here, and it's connected to this just metal bracket. Let me see if I can get my flashlight on it just so you guys can see it just a little bit better maybe. So as you can see, it's like a little rubber piece, and it's like almost like there's a button under it. And I guess the hood is just, like I said, I'm no mechanic here, so bear with me, but from my understanding when I looked it up is that the hood is supposed to come down, it presses that button down, and it basically tells the truck, you know, hey, the hood is properly latched, it's down, and you can continue on with your normal duties of doing your auto start. But they said sometimes this button will not get engaged all the way, and it will cause it to be a problem with your auto start. So what I'm gonna do, this is actually just like a metal bracket. I'm just gonna try to, he said just to, this thing is very hard to move, but he said just to bend it up as much as you can. I'm trying to do this. All right. I don't feel like I really moved it at all, but it was flexing a little bit. So he said to go ahead and bend that upwards, shut the hood, and let's see. The hood is all the way shut. And then he said to go ahead and now try to do the remote start. So you guys saw the clip of what was going on before. Let's try her now. Hopefully this works. That's a sign of relief for me because I really didn't know what was going on with it, and I really did not think, let me shut this off. It's a sign of relief for me because I really didn't know what was going on with this thing, and I didn't really think, in all honesty, that it was that little piece that was causing this whole remote start not to work. But I guess that was it. I guess I'm just gonna keep an eye on it, use my remote start a couple more times, you know, and just keep an eye on that little latch or button or whatever you want to call it under the hood. So if you have one of these Gen 1 Raptors and you're having an issue with your remote start how I was, maybe it's as simple as that button under there. But she started up right away with the remote start, and the other problem, like I told you guys, was it was almost like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like the truck was kind of bogging in a sense when I would go to start it with the turn key. And even though I just started, let me see, put the windows down so we could hear. I will let me try to start it now and see if there's any sort of hiccup or stutter at all when I turn the key. So here we go. Yeah, see, that sounded normal, but I also did just start it with the remote start, so maybe that had something to do with it. But see, right there was no hesitation, there was no bogging, nothing. It was just like you hear the spark and then it grabbed. Whereas before, I wish I did have a video of it. I should have tried to take a video of it when I took the video with the remote start, but it was almost like you would turn the key and there was like a bog, like it was hard for it to start. But I don't know, hey, maybe that little piece is what did the trick for both the remote start and for just starting the truck regularly. If we go here, just so you guys can see, I am currently at 95,365 miles on the truck. I believe when I got it, We were at like 88 or 89,000, and I drove this truck home from Virginia. You guys saw I did a video of that. I'll link it up in the corner right here if you guys want to watch the first video of this truck when I actually went and picked it up. Me and the girlfriend flew out to Virginia to go get it, and we drove it back. Or I should say I drove it back. Well, she drove a little bit. Give it a little gas. Alright, gas is $5 a gallon. 95,000 miles on the truck. I'm hoping that did the trick and it fixed it for me. But that was like basically my first issue I've ever had, where I started seeing stuff going on, and I was kind of like, all right, what's happening? Am I gonna be stranded somewhere with this thing? But knock on wood, she has been absolutely solid for me. So the Raptor's holding up great. I'm gonna try to get some more videos of it, more content out. We are approaching 1,000 subscribers, guys. We're a little over 9. I think we're around like 915 or something. So we're approaching 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's awesome. It's going to be a huge milestone for me because I've been working towards getting 1,000 subscribers on this page for quite some time. So I'm hoping to get out here and get more videos with the Raptor. Yeah, and I think really maybe in the future, I'm the type of person where I get sick of vehicles very quickly. And it's nothing wrong with the Raptor right now. I love the truck. But I really think in the future, down the line, in order for me to still have that same spark and love for this truck, I'm really going to want to drop a supercharger on this thing. And I know I probably shouldn't do it, but you know, I know Roush does it, I know Whipple does it for these trucks, and like I said, in those Facebook groups that I've been in, those forums, there's a ton of guys that slap a supercharger on these things and they still go for 200,000 plus miles. So yeah, we definitely might have to get a supercharger in the future. So who knows, maybe if we get like 5K subscribers, 10K subscribers, somewhere down the line, maybe your boy Get This Nick he'll just drop a supercharger on this thing, and we'll go back to our 93 high performance street tune for this thing. We'll run 93 octane with a supercharger, and we will maybe we'll even do a dyno run. We'll see how fast we can get this truck down the line though. But in the meantime, she's just my daily driver, and she's been nothing but great to me. So thumbs up to the Raptor for that. It's really good to have a vehicle that's super dependable and that you feel like you could just hop in and have no issues with. As you guys also saw on that screen, I'm averaging like 12.2 miles per gallon, which it's been there for a while. Like I said, I just drive this truck to work and back. It's only about 15 minutes away from my house, and yeah, she's been nothing but great to me. So could get better gas mileage, but we'll settle for 12.2. I've seen people get worse, so I can't complain. But yeah, everything has been good. If there's any other videos or things that you want to see about the truck, or any ideas you have for me, or things you want to know about it, maybe you're in the market for one, let me know. I'm planning on doing an oil change video on it. I did do an oil change myself on this truck, around 93,000 miles, and it wasn't too bad at all. I know there's other videos on YouTube that show it, and maybe I'll do my own just to show you guys, you know, kind of document the process, and maybe I can help you out with that. But other than that, if there's any other sort of videos you want to see with the truck, or any ideas or things you might want to see done to it, please feel free to drop a comment below and let me know. I have no problem doing videos for you guys, or showing you guys stuff you want to see, whatever. I don't really off-road the truck. Maybe down the line I will do that, but I'm in Chicago and there's really not a lot of things to do off-roading wise besides the potholes in our streets. So and I don't really want to beat the hell out of this thing because it is my daily driver, and I really want to see how long I could keep this thing to last. So yeah, that's that. I was thinking about maybe changing out the tail lights and the headlights. I really like the Morimoto headlights because they do have that amber daytime running light. So maybe we will do something like that in the future. But like I said, if there's anything else you guys want to see, or any type of ideas or whatever, feel free to drop a comment below for me. I try to read all the comments and respond to them, so let me know. And yeah, Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.